Next card. It's a weird looking card. What the heck is this?
Quito? Quito.
I didn't think this through. All right, let's continue.
Rack cat? A raccoon? What does that say? Loses all mobility when not in Japan. Rocket attacks target insanely loud noises.
All right. It's nice looking.
I'll order some more of these Beggy Mon cards for my shipper. Hang on, you guys. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella and delicious.
So let's talk about that. So, yesterday was Indentvestment Day, a day-long marathon where we reminisce about the past, the years where I was wearing vests and hats in tandem with levels of support on my stream. It was infamous all over the internet. People clipped it. People made fun of it. People laughed at it. And it made me a lot of money, to be frank with you. And then we phased that out about 2 years ago. I got tired of doing it, to be honest. And it became too intrusive to the content where instead of me focusing on games or podcasting or whatever it is I was doing, a lot of the times it just became kind of a sideshow of, will Phil hit the streak? Will he wear the vest? Will he put on the hat? And it's like frustrating and stupid. You know, you're supposed to be here for the content, not to see if the guy dresses up. So imagine playing all the hot new games, including some of the most difficult ones out, Elden Ring and stuff like that. And you got to put on vests and hats and shit. And you're sitting there sweating, disgustingly trying to play here in a hot office. I'm like, oh, I'm like completely soaked. It's just stupid, you know? And it was very intrusive. Like I get itchy head and everything when I'm trying to play games. So I'm very glad that we did phase it out. But once a year, I do enjoy bringing it back just for, you know, nostalgia's sake, for those who were around those years and liked it and say, oh, it's sad that it's gone, but it's cool to see it come back. So that's what we did yesterday is based on the levels of support I got. I either put on a hat or a vest, and you guys were live voting for what hat or vest you wanted to see during the event. We ended up going through 5 different vests and 6 hats. It was either 5 hats or 6 hats, but it was a good amount of support, okay? Now, was it anywhere near as successful as last year when it comes to the level of support? No. But you may have noticed things are different now. My streams regularly do very well, like the normal streams. I'm not talking the marathon streams. I mean, normal streams do really good around here. So because of that, I think it's become normalized that Phil gets a lot of support. So then when I do a special event like a marathon, it doesn't necessarily translate to, oh, people are now going to come out and support Phil in droves because I'm already getting the support. You see, it actually used to be I wouldn't even do a marathon unless people hit support goals and streaks and things like that. And it was the same thing with the old DSP Tries It. It was known as a reward for hitting a certain amount of support. Now I just do it because I can, because I'm doing well enough that we don't have to base stuff off of that. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, it's very liberating to not have to worry about that and to be able to just do stuff for fun rather than having it to be a goal and this and that, right? So that's awesome. And I'm really happy that we have that freedom now and things have changed for the better. But because of that, as a result, I think what's happened is people's hype for the vests and the hats and things has significantly worn out. And what I mean by that is yesterday, did we have good attendance? Actually, yes, we did. We had, I think, between 200 to 300 viewers on YouTube all day. At one point, we had more than that. But then we had some problems, and I'll talk about that in a minute. On Kick, I don't know what happened. We had crazy views on Kick yesterday. Yeah. And this is Independence Day in the United States. It's a national holiday. We had between 200 to 300 viewers on Kick all day long. That's way more than I usually get. So obviously I was grateful and happy for that. I get paid for that, for the record. You know, I get paid in the Kick Partner Program. So I made a few extra bucks in my pocket as a result of people showing up on Kick. So that was very nice. I really doubt that's going to carry over today. Like today, I bet we'll have typical attendance. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Right now we have around 100 viewers. Yeah, that's about typical for what I get on Kick. So, yeah, it's already fallen right off. I guess people were there just for the special event or whatever, right? And so, tons of attendance all day. Engagement, pretty darn good. Now, not at all moments. You know, when you have a giant marathon like that, there's going to be times when something's going on or something's more exciting, and then you're in hour 5 or 6 of the marathon, you know, you're not going to get as much engagement from people. If you're doing a marathon that's gaming, then you'll get engagement that goes up and down depending on what game you're playing. But in this case, because it was just a hangout marathon, we weren't going to get that constant engagement all day. Support. To be honest, support was pretty decent. Okay. And, you know, I enjoyed my time, you know, putting on the hats and vests and doing the polling, but it was not nearly as successful as last year's Indentvestment Day. Why? Because people come by every day to support the streams now. And because they're doing so much better, they're not going to then flood the marathon and say, oh, special fundraising event for Phil, because it's not a special fundraising event for Phil anymore. See? To be honest, I don't really think that the demand for the hats and the vests is a big thing anymore. Like, I don't get people just casually coming by streams asking about it anymore because I phased it out so long ago, people don't really even remember it. And even doing the special event yesterday, like, for example, last year, all day people were like, we want the platinum vest. We want the bison hat. We want the platinum vest. I said, all right, we'll do it at the end. It'll be a big finale, right? Yesterday, not really. It was weird because I was doing all these polls without the platinum vest, and almost no one even brought up the fact that I didn't have the platinum vest as an option. I wanted to save it as the big finale because the platinum vest is the heaviest one, for the record. It's like makes me really sweaty. So I wanted it for the end of the stream. No one really cared. So I just don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. I think that the vest stuff has kind of died off. And to be honest, this is now the second consecutive year that we did Indentvestment Day, and it was a closet clean out. What do I mean? Well, 2 years in a row, near the end of the year, around Black Friday and that December, I bought a ton of stuff to upgrade my setup. The first year, I upgraded with a new PC and new webcams and lighting. And then this last year, I upgraded with the Roland Bridgecast audio device and new monitors and new monitor arms and a new desk and all this. And each time that I upgrade my equipment, I have a bunch of shit that ends up accumulating, whether it's boxes or the old equipment that's sitting around or whatever. And I just don't have the time to really clean up the clutter. So every year, this closet just keeps accumulating just junk. Okay. So this is a good opportunity, a good event for me to get in there and clean it out. And oh my goodness, 3 ginormous contractor bags of trash were accumulated and tossed as a result of the marathon yesterday. In fact, now my closet is nice and neatly organized. I actually have a rack right there with binders of Pokemon stuff, the Pokemon holders and things, or the card holders there, stacked there at the bottom there. I have my air conditioning stuff. My expensive game collection is now at the bottom of that rack that I put in there. Everything is neat. I have access to everything. Because remember, people will be like, well, can you get the wheel? Well, no, I couldn't get the wheel because the wheel was buried. Well, now the wheel is literally right there to my right in a bin. I could get it right away. I have access to everything easily and room to spare. Like, I have extra storage room in there for more stuff if I need to. It's so usable now, and it wasn't before. So I'm very happy for us sitting around all day doing that, okay? That's what's come of the marathon. Number one, I'll be honest, I don't know if we need to do Indentvestment Day again. I feel like the vests and the hats and that kind of are all worn out, and no one honestly was very excited to see them. Like last year, it was the opposite. People were like super stoked. Let's see the vests. Let's see the hats, right? This year, people were like, all right, he's going to do it. And they weren't too motivated to really see them. Like, I couldn't believe no one really cared about the platinum vest when that used to be the one everyone obsessed over. People were more excited to see the wheel be pulled out of storage and brought on camera than to see me wear the platinum vest. So if that doesn't say something, I think what it is people who obsess on this stuff kind of move on to other stuff, right? Oh, now we're obsessing about the wheel today. Oh, now we're obsessing about Pokemon cards and pack ripping. Now we're obsessing about this. They don't care about the stuff of the past. It's forgotten. So, yeah, maybe we won't do it next year. Maybe we'll do a different marathon. And the thing is, hopefully, every year I won't have a closet worth of junk to clean out either. Like, this is just so happens that 2 years in a row, I did upgrade my setup. And at this point, like thinking realistically, what else would I do to upgrade my setup? In my head, number one, I would think get a more powerful PC to capture and stream on, because this one is good, but not as good as I had hoped. It is a little bit limited, so maybe get a better PC to do that. Outside of that, realistically, what better could I really do? Everything I'm doing is good, right? Like, the quality is great on all the stuff that I'm putting out. Gameplay looks great. The streams look great. The audio is good. The visuals are good. So realistically, I'm not sure I could really upgrade much else around here besides tweaks here or there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, maybe next year we won't need it. Maybe we'll do a different event. Maybe we won't do one. And speaking of, okay, what about another marathon? Like, for example, coming up in August. Should we do a marathon in August? We could, or we could skip it. Like we talked about earlier this year, I was doing marathons every month. And honestly, the marathons just weren't that special anymore. Because when you're doing one every single month, and you're struggling to even figure out an idea of to do one, then maybe you don't do them, right? So maybe for August, we skip. And then we determine maybe September. At the very least, we're coming back for October for Halloween. I always do an annual Halloween event. I dress up in a costume. We have spooky vibes, spooky animations. We play various games that you guys dominate. That's definitely going to happen no matter what. But I guess the question is, outside of that, what else could we possibly do? What would be a pertinent marathon for these days? I don't know. Could you think of an idea of some kind of a themed event to do for August? I don't know. The thing is, right now, the one new thing that we're doing that's all the rage for a month and a half now is the Pokemon card openings and stuff like that, right? But how would you base an event around that? Besides saying, oh, we're going to open 2-3 boxes of cards in a day, what else could it possibly be? And to be frank with you, I think we'd get tired of it. Like right now, it's exciting because we do it a few times a day, but opening all those cards in one day may be boring and exhausting. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Let's talk about it over the course of July and try to figure it out. I'm not opposed to doing an August marathon if we come up with a good idea, but right now, I'm not sure we want to do one, particularly the marathons, honestly, just don't do as well. The normal streams are doing great, so why not just do more normal streams? Just saying. Also, this week, I am skipping DSP Tries It. I've come to the determination there really isn't much going on right now that I'm interested in, and I don't want to just rush an episode out tomorrow that I'm not too interested in at all. Like, I think last week's Taco Bell episode was interesting, but this week I didn't find anything. So we're going to skip it for this week. No DSP Tries It. It will return next week. We will do an episode.